everyone, I am Laji. In this video, I will discuss about the SilverLine project. Let's see the context first. Recently, Kerala has witnessed mass protests against the proposed SilverLine project. Let's deal with the nitty-gritty of this SilverLine project. It is a proposed semi-high-speed railway project in Kerala. This SilverLine project envisages trains between the Kerala's northern and southern ends running at 200 km per hour. Let's move further with the help of a map. As an IS aspirant, you guys are supposed to know the northern and southern ends of this SilverLine project. The northern end is Kasaragod and the southern end is Thiruvananthapuram. This project actually covers 11 districts through 11 stations and approximately 529 kilometers long. Guys, you are not supposed to remember all these places. Anyhow, just for the sake of saying, let me tell you the names. 1. Thiruvananthapuram. 2. Kollam. 3. Chenganur. 4. Kottayam. 5. Ernakulam. 6. Cochin Airport. 7. Thrissur. 8. Tirur. 9. Kozhikode. 10. Kannur. And the 11th one is Kasaragod. What is the need of this project? According to the Kerala government, this project will improve the speed and quality of transportation. And it is expected to cut the travel time from Kasaragod to Thiruvananthapuram by around 8 hours. It will cover the distance in less than 4 hours instead of the current 12 hours. This project is a joint venture of the Kerala government and the Indian Railways. What about the sharing pattern of this project? Share of the Kerala government is 51% and 49% for the Indian Railways. Guys, this project must be seen from two angles. 1. The government side. 2. Reasons for mass protests. Let's see the first angle. That is, government's perception of the project. According to the Kerala government, the project can take a significant load of traffic of the existing railway stretch and make travel easier and faster for commuters. Guys, here I am supposed to tell you the meaning of the word commuter. Commuter means a person who travels some distance to work on a regular basis. Then, the government says this project will reduce the congestion on roads and help reduce accidents and fatalities. Over and above that, through this SilverLine project, the government expects the following things. 1. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions. 2. Help in expansion of RoRo services. 3. Produce employment opportunities. 4. Integrate airports and IT corridors. And 5. Enable faster development of cities it passes through. Guys, I have mentioned about RoRo services, right? Let me tell you what it is. RoRo is the short form of roll-on roll-off, and this term is majorly related to maritime transport. RoRo describes a vessel transporting wheeled cargo. Guys, please keep in mind the words wheeled cargo. Wheeled cargo can be cars, trucks, buses, etc. But this term, RoRo, is being used by Indian Railways too. Why? Very simple, guys, in order to improve the air quality. How? By reducing the congestion on roads, which leads to lesser emissions from vehicles that are running on the roads. In India, Konkan Railway Corporation Limited, KRCL, has been using RoRo since 1999. RoRo services are different from Lolo services that uses a crane to load the cargo. Lolo services means lift on, lift off, that is, loading and unloading will be done with the help of cranes. But the Ro-Ro services are being done without the usage of cranes. Let's see the second angle of this SilverLine project. That is, controversies around the project. The devastating Kerala floods of 2018, 2019 and 2021 are already presenting scenarios of an acute environment crisis in the state. Added to that, many prominent ecologists and engineers have raised concerns regarding the proposed project because of the irreversible impact to the state's rivers, paddy fields and wetlands, triggering floods and landslides in future. Over and above that, Mr. Sridharan, who is being hailed as Metro Man for spearheading New Delhi's Metro Railway project, he himself has termed this SilverLine project ill-conceived and defectively planned. He further says building of embankments on either side of the major portion of the line will block natural drainage and cause floods during heavy rains. And one of the major concerns is the financial viability of this project. I mean, will it yield good returns in future? Because light rail projects in many parts of the world have ended up making a loss. Guys, let's see some details about the Western Ghats. The Western Ghats is a mountain chain that runs almost parallel to India's western coast. It runs to a length of 1,600 kilometers, starting from the mouth of the river Tapti near the border of Gujarat and Maharashtra to Kanyakumari. This Western Ghats stretches over the 6 states. 1. Tamil Nadu. 2. Karnataka. 3. Kerala. 4. Goa. 5. Maharashtra. And 6. Gujarat. The Ministry of Environment and Forests had constituted the Western Ghats Ecology Expert Panel under the chairmanship of Madhav Gargal in 2010 to recommend measures for the management of this Western Ghats region. The Gargal Report had recommended designating the entire Western Ghats as an ecologically sensitive area. Guys, please note this, the entire Western Ghats. Then, what is this ecologically sensitive area? If a particular area is declared as an ecologically sensitive area, then that area will come under the strict regulation of government with respect to the developmental activities like dam construction, mining, etc. However, this Gargal report was opposed by successive governments, stating that most of its suggestions were impractical. Guys, here we are supposed to see one more report, that is Kasturirangan report. The centre appointed a high-level working group on Western Ghats, led by Kasturirangan, in 2012 to examine the Gargal report. However, the committee's report in 2013 identified only 37% or 59,940 square kilometer of the Western Ghats in the 6 states as ecologically sensitive areas. The Union Environment Ministry issued a draft notification in 2014 by notifying a total of 56,825 square kilometer in the Western Ghats as ecologically sensitive areas instead of the original 59,940 square kilometer recommended by the Kasturirangan committee. Anyhow, the final notification remains pending. There is continued delay of the notification because the states have sought exclusion of areas from the ecosensitive zone. Guys, I am about to give an important note. Nearly 40% of Western Ghats ranges lie in Kerala. Way forward for this SilverLine Project. 1. Environmental impact assessment can be carried out through independent agencies. Let me give you some points about environmental impact assessment. Environment impact assessment, or simply call it as EIA. EIA can be defined as the study to predict the effect of a proposed activity or project on the environment. EIA systematically examines both beneficial and adverse consequences of the project and ensures that these effects are taken into account during project design. That is all about EIA. Now, let's move to the second point of way forward. Geoscientists have advocated the need for exempting areas of very high susceptibility in the Western Ghats from any types of constructions, while urging the government and the local communities to increase the vegetative cover as a first line of defense against the landslide vulnerability. India needs to strike a balance between developmental needs and ecological concerns so that India can achieve the sustainable development goals and improve the quality of life of its citizens. For this, the government must revisit the recommendations of the Gargal Committee and take effective actions to implement the same. Guys, let's see some prelims exam related statements pertaining to the SilverLine project. 1. It is a 530 kilometers east to west semi-high speed rail link which proposes to connect Kasaragod to Thiruvananthapuram. Is this right? No. How? Because I have clearly told you that Kasaragod and Thiruvananthapuram are the northern and southern ends of this SilverLine project. Now the second statement is, the SilverLine project can reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help in reduction of RoRo services. Is this right, guys? No. How? Because I have said, through this project, the government expects to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, so first section of the second statement is correct. But see the twist in the second section, that is, this project can help in the reduction of RoRo services. This is wrong because the Kerala government expects the expansion of RoRo services through this project. Now, see a statement with respect to the Western Ghat. That is, more than a quarter of Western Ghat ranges lie in Kerala. Is this correct, guys? Yes, because we have seen that nearly 40% of Western Ghats ranges lie in Kerala. We know that a quarter is 25%. In the statement it is given that more than a quarter. So, this statement is correct. Let's deal with the mains related question. Is the SilverLine project an economically as well as environmentally a viable one? Critically analyze. Here, you are supposed to critically analyze. That is, positives and negatives must be mentioned in the answer. Let me tell that clearly. 1. Introduction. In the introductory part, just write about the SilverLine project in 30 to 35 words. 2. Body. In the body part, first, write down the positives, which I have told you, under the heading, the government side. In the second part of the body, write about the negatives like the financial viability of this project and how it may threaten the Western Ghats in future. Then, in the conclusion part, just take a neutral stand. Guys, for this, please write the way forward, which I gave you. And don't forget to mention about the Gargal Report. That is all for today. Bye guys, let me see you in the next video with an important topic.